Hello everybody, I'm here today for another TF2 commentary. As you can see, my tone went up about 3 semitones there. I do music. Yeah. Anyway, I'm here today to play some more TF2. Yeah, I'm back after another week. Surprisingly, I'm actually making more videos in the summer holidays. I actually don't get that. For some reason, the prospect of school and actually spending like 8 or 9 hours a day doing study and stuff for my exam years, yet still, I still find the time to just sit around and think, you know what, I should make a video. And then I make a video. It's just, I don't know, making more videos lately. Anyway, as another thing, I'm sorry for my last video. It was a bit biased because there's been a few occasions, I admit, where I bought a game and it was completely overhyped, and then when I played it, I didn't like it at all, and I kind of took it out in the TF2 rant, and I try to keep these TF2 rants, like, minimally biased. Of course, they're biased, because I'm biased, but, you know, try to keep it minimally biased. Anyway, I'm here today to talk about TF2. Yeah, I think it's about time I get back to actually the game I'm playing right now, and just talk about it in particular, and yeah, I did make a mistake backstabbing that guy. Yeah, you can use all your hate in the comments. You just power up country. Anyway, I want to talk about what is our obsession with unusuals, because let's face it, us as a community, we have an obsession with, you know, hats and more particularly unusuals, and I always wondered, that always, like, you know, that always made me curious. Like, why are people always so obsessed with hats? Why do they always want the coolest hats, the shiniest hats, or just the ones that look like you're a badass? And I think it comes from the whole idea of individuality. Because as individuals, we desire to be unique. That's why we wear different clothing. That's why we all have different haircuts and different hairstyles. And that's why we don't like fitting in with a crowd. Because although we have a desire to fit in with a group, we do also have a desire to stand out and to, you know, be our own person. And I think hats allow us to do that, because in fairness, Call of Duty, what I always thought was annoying about Call of Duty is that everyone always looked the same, and in Counter-Strike as well, you were just killed by some guy with a mask. It didn't really mean anything. It just feels different when you get killed by a guy who has googly eyes as a pyro, and it feels more personalized, like that guy killed you, and yes, Call of Duty did catch on to this by giving you emblems. Emblems is the exact same idea, that like, you get a personalized emblem, and that makes your gun from about 100,000 different people who use the same gun. It makes it stand out because the pattern is on it, and you specifically made that pattern so it's different. Now, going in more the line of unusuals, the idea behind that is that if you go to a more simplistic state, there's a very basic desire in human instinct for shiny stuff. Not in the same way birds like shiny stuff. The reason birds like shiny stuff is for their nests. It's for a completely different reason. A good theory I've heard from scientists about shiny stuff is that it reminds you of the gleam of water, and that during Stone Age times, you know, water, you had to scavenge for it, you had to find ponds and lakes in order to, you know, take some water out and just drink it. And that whole ideal makes things that have the gleam of water, makes it stand out to you and makes you want it more. Which is very, very true for unusuals. Now, I know unusuals are not all shiny and like Pokemon. A good example of this actually is Pokemon, that people want shiny so badly, even though they just have a little ding on them and they're a slightly different color, apart from Umbreon. Umbreon's fucking awesome. Apart from Umbreon, and I always thought that was very interesting to me, because, you know, that our desire for shiny and valuable looking things like money or items in TF2, for example, because let's face it, the unusuals, the only different thing about unusual is it has a shiny thing on it, or a gleamy thing, or love hearts on it. There isn't any major differences in TF2 for these things. Now, I know it seems a lot bigger when you have it, and you seem you're very proud of it, and people point it out all the time, but it's interesting to me that the entire idea can just be sourced down to our basic desire for water. Now, as I said before, I know that it isn't necessarily shiny, and it doesn't exactly fit into that, but there's two. I'll leave it up to you which one you think is more accurate, because the one where valuable items gleam reminds you of water, the one where we desire individuality, so we pick the nicest stuff to look different and to stand out, people will point it out. Or there is a third one. These whole shiny theories, of course, also apply to single player games where you have collectibles, because let's face it, collectibles are entirely useless in day-to-day life, but and it is kind of mysterious to me why people have some people have such an attraction to collecting like 200 feathers in Assassin's Creed. I mean, seriously, what the hell? And to me, that whole primal attraction of shiny things really does encounter that, and makes complete sense. Or I could be talking complete bullshit right now, and I could sound like a complete idiot, and maybe you guys watching this have far better theories than I do. And I hope you do. My theories as per why shiny things are so well looked after, and unusuals are so, well, unusuals and Australian weapons cost like a lot of real money, like 80 quid or 100 quid. That's actually a very true thing, like golden companies is. Now, scientists have actually disregarded the idea that it actually adds to personal self-worth if we have all this gold, because our state of happiness will go back to normal after a few months. Therefore, it really doesn't affect our actual mood. It's just a primal want for gold or shiny things or unusuals. And that was the main point of this rant. The only thing I really wanted to bring up was how much it fascinated me why so many people value Australian weapons and unusuals so much as to like spend so much time and money and crates and all kinds of shit and giving Valve so much stuff just so your hat can be a little bit shiny. As I already said a few seconds ago, if you have any theories yourself as to why people value shiny stuff so much, tell me in the comments, because I could be very much wrong. These are only my own personal theories as to why unusuals are so valuable. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Anyway, I'll see you next time. If you like what you saw, then I'll see you next time. If you didn't like what you saw, then I won't see you next time. Feel free to like and subscribe. Bye.